Hi, so I'm gonna be starting making my son some baby food. We're going out of town for a few days, so I'd like to stock up on a few things for him to take on the road with us. I puree all of his baby food from organic stuff that we get. What I'm working with today is a 10-pound bag of carrots that we get from Costco. I'm not going to puree the whole thing, obviously, because, he's only 8 months. But I will show you how I go about the process of making baby food. Okay, so here is one of my carrots. It's been peeled, the top and bottom chopped off, and that was all put in my little countertop composter bin. Now I'm going to make tiny slices and start putting them in the bowl with the rest of the small slices of carrot. Okay, so now I've got all of my carrots chopped up. I'm going to put it into my Beba Baby Cook. I know that these are kind of expensive machines. You absolutely don't need something like this. You could just, steam it on your own, use an immersion blender or a food processor to chop it up. But I really do love this machine. It's really great to only have one little thing to clean up. I'm all about convenience, with having a little baby. But so I actually did get this off of Craigslist for a deal. The mom sold it to me for $20 or $25. So, definitely use your resources, do your research, and you could get a good quality machine for, a fraction of the price that it would cost retail. So now, a hard food like this, for my machine, you have to have the water. I don't know if you can see it well, but there are number markers on here, and you have to put it on level 3, and then you put it into the reservoir. Alright, and then snap it into place. Put the lid back on. And then you put your carrots into position. Alright. The lid has to go on very specifically. And then you've got steam, off, and then puree. So we're going to steam first. See the little lights on? When the light's off, that means it's ready to puree and turn into baby food. Okay, so I'm here with the little one. He's getting a little fussy today, so I'm going to do the rest of this while wearing him. The carrots are done steaming, so I'm going to show you what that looks like and how to puree it. A note about when you do puree the way that you want to, just make sure that you do it in like 1-second bursts, because that'll extend the life of whatever machine you're using. And if the machine goes out, you might as well just replace the machine, because usually that's how expensive it is to replace a motor. So, just something to think about when you go and puree your own food. Okay, so you can see the light is off, so that means they're done. So you switch to the off, and then the next step is to remove the carrots. Okay, so the carrots are really, really hot, so I have this tool that came with my blender to remove it. You can also use chopsticks if yours didn't come with this. So I am going to move the carrots off and away for now. Next thing I'm going to do is take care of this water. Now, this water, you can see that now it's got some carrot coloring, because that's where all the nutrients from the steaming go. For me, I'm going to drain it off because my son doesn't use the water anymore. We try and make generally things nice and thick. I have it to the side in case I need to thin them out a little bit. But generally, as we're trying to transition towards more finger foods and, him crunching on foods, we don't need it as thick. But when he was newborn, I needed to make it super thin, like breast milk thin, for him to want to take it. So now the carrots go directly into the bowl. Lid pops back on, and I puree it in bursts. Okay, the carrots are done pureeing. I'm going to put these into my container. I use the Mum and Bub container. It's only sold on Amazon, but I love, love, love this tray. You can obviously use an ice cube tray if you like. I like this because they're exact 1 ounce sizes, so I know how much my son is eating and I'm able to monitor like how much he eats and of what. And I also really like the half moon shape. They're really easy to pop out. But I'm gonna go ahead and fill this container and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, and now I didn't even fill most of the tray. I only used 3 carrots, but you can see how much those 3 carrots did end up giving me. These are each 1 ounce sizes, and I think I paid less than $1 a pound for the organic carrots. So you can really see how much money you're gonna be saving by making your own organic food. And besides, like, you'll never see such bright, beautiful colors if you buy the food in the baby jars. When you compare the food that you make yourself to the baby jars just look gray in comparison. Like, I'll show you all of the work that I've done today in the ice cubes and you'll be able to see the vibrancy of all of those foods that I've made for him. So the carrots are still firming up a little bit, but this is some applesauce that I made earlier today, and I just wanted to show you how easy it is to get these out. You just push, and because they're half moon shapes, they pop out really easy. My bag is all labeled and ready to go. I don't know if I can do this one-handed, but you know, I just put them in the bag. So I will show you when they're all done. Alright, so along with my carrots, today I made some mango, some butternut squash, and some apples. So I thought I'd show you, you know, the nice bright colors, full of vitamins that don't get cooked out in the process of canning the little jars that you buy at the store.